this story keeps getting wilder, as today we check in with Tostify, a whale VTuber who hit 29,000 followers on Twitter.com, but whose account now doesn't exist. So what exactly happened? This is an individual who did have real fans, who were making real fan logos, and also wonderful real fan art. But the trouble began days ago when Tost had posted this to Twitter.com, without these red circles, saying somewhere in an alternate universe where Tostify is a female. Eventually, many commenters would ask, is this AI-generated artwork? To which Tost would deny. This bringing us over to Sun1, VTuber and video editor, sharing this, I hope I'm not misunderstanding something here, providing screenshots, with Tost being asked, who's the amazing artist who made this? And the whale VTuber replying, Tommy, they sadly don't have a Twitter, so I cannot tag them, but I got it off a Scab. Scab being a Japanese commission website for artwork that does actually require their artists to have a Twitter account. Further oddities in the artwork would then be highlighted, showing off a number of errors that is often seen in AI-generated artwork, with Toss then deleting that tweet and just days before saying AI art is cool, but cringe if you try to play it off as actual art. Even more oddities in the artwork would then be highlighted, and no Scab request for this artwork could be found, although it was made clear that these requests can be hidden, being pointed out just so we don't misunderstand about other genuine Scab users. And this continued on, as here we have Okaman, wolf mom who locks kids in her dungeon. Wait, what? Sharing extremely disappointing when people call out something for being bad, and then doing the same thing themselves. Saying to Toss, just say it's AI art. No need to lie that you got it from an artist. There's nothing wrong with having some fun with AI. It's the fact that you lied despite advocating for the same thing. You have a big following. Don't do dodgy things and expect no one to notice. And then noticing that Toss was hiding replies on Twitter, stating, dude, I can't with you. Hiding a reply asking if it's AI art, then lying that you commissioned this art from an artist is not it. You even deleted the reply. Just say it's AI art. No need to be dodgy. Toss would then go on to offer up an apology twit longer, then taking that down, offering up an even longer apology twit longer, and then as evidenced here by Daifuku, stating, hey guys, all good things come to an end, so I'll be doing a graduation stream on October 25th at 3 p.m. Eastern. But then afterwards also tweeting out, got canceled, let's talk about it. Link in the replies. This tweet getting the interest of Vienna of Cloud9, replying, this guy was pretending to be in Cloud9 last year and got really upset when I posted a tweet joking about how he didn't even know how to properly write our name. And yes, things VTuber say did report on that event when it occurred, as here we have a screenshot of that instance, with the account title saying C9 Tostify and streamer for Cloud9. This is also important as it points to another account at Is Selium. That'll be important later. Enter Senz, the comfy Oni VTuber, debuting on January 7th, sharing this. He has one of my emotes traced too. Don't forget about how he had like 20,000 followers before he even made any content. Weird, crazy, nutty marketing. This is around the point Vienna went ahead and just alerted me directly, as we have even more posts about this, including by Kabo, giving us a story in 4 parts, dramatically beautiful, and thanking Neo at Neoku Water, who has been diligently following this story, saying further how to tip off that the quote-unquote artist is saying they traced because Tostify wanted them to. Whilst this sounds believable, it's not. The rest of their portfolio is likely to also be traced. They don't stream their art, don't post work in progress, and the style and skill ranges wildly. It's also worth mentioning that they know that tracing is bad, considering their terms of service states that no one is to edit, trace, or steal their art. There were also further accusations, such as Tostify is the one that uses bots for auto-liking comments to get an interaction, a red flag for sure. That along with being accused of follow baiting, as just days ago, this account was only following a few hundred accounts, but prior was following thousands, following and unfollowing accounts until he was followed back, and then later unfollowing them for good. We also have this from Nitori, just another Tostify tracing moment, showing off these character designs from Sonic, and then here, Tostify's character design. And speaking of similarities, others have pointed out that the Tostify background is similar to yet another male VTuber. That being for this lovable monkey VTuber. That's right, it's Kenji at SunKenji, sharing Tostify had a fake hate DM saying, quote, you won't blow up like Kenji, and you all ate that up. And he was laughing on on stream about me getting hate for it. This being the supposed fake hate DM tweet, with Kenji even back in March saying it's clearly fake. This getting a reply from Chibi at Chibidoki, sharing, "I've had a bad experience with him too, but I was too shy to unfollow. I'm really sorry you got hate, dude." That leading to this tweet from Kenji, creating his own fake hate DM, saying, "You won't blow up like Tostify," leading to a reply from Mary, "I'm so confused right now, Kenji." And then later, "I was about to tweet my support, but then I realized this seems like something Kenji would not care about in the slightest." Yes, it's all fun and games when we confuse Mary, but then we had this update from Tost, stating, "Actually, I think I'm gonna skip out on the graduation stream and just call it a day here. Thanks everyone for all the fun memories. Sadly, we didn't get to meet some of the goals we set out, but maybe in another lifetime. Make sure to chase your dreams, Tostify." So yes, at this time, the Twitter account is effectively gone. The TikTok account still exists, but all the videos have been removed. And others like Miranai Mimi have shared other experiences, saying that while they were pleasant, plans did fall through. And now, if you remember that account from before, it's Selium, a Dragon King VTuber who was accused of being an alternate account for Tostify, jokingly tweeting out they were Tostify, deleting that, and now saying, "How do I prove to everybody that I'm not Tostify?" With Esper at Esperload sharing, "You fake being C9 and partner on here too. Even if you're not him, you're an NFT bro initially to top it off." That's right, it's the same song and dance, claiming to be a part of C9, saying streamer at Cloud9, and also that they had 250,000 supporters, linking to Tostify's account in their own bio, and also faking their Twitch partnership, asking left or right which profile picture is better, as here we had a prior bio, NFT promoter and marketing agent, at the time saying they only had 200,000 plus supporters, follow for daily hashtag NFT giveaways, trust the process. Selium, last night, Selium would take to stream on Twitch, a channel in which Tostify is a moderator on, and stating that one of his critics, Senz, was dodging his invites on both Twitter and on Discord, with Selium going on to show his own private Discord and private Twitter account DMs. At this time in the stream, Tostify would actually join the call, stating at this time he has nothing left to lose, but also pointing out that he was trending on Twitter. And at this point, Senz did join the call for a very wild stream, as very wonderfully captured by Worms, VTuber Apex Pub Lord, and Harkov Rat. We will link that video down below. As here we have Worms on the bottom left watching the stream of Selium here in the middle, with Senz then beginning to ask questions. Firstly asking to Tosti, "Where did you get 20,000 followers before debut? Where did they come from?" Tostify would share, he's been a Fortnite creator since 2017. The account that was actually verified on Twitter.com was his alt, with Senz then questioning, "Why would you use another account for your VTuber self instead of your verified Twitter account?" Then once again asking, "How on your VTuber Twitter account did you get 20,000 followers?" Tostify then would say he was getting people asking and saying that someone was impersonating him, meaning his VTuber account, and so he changed his @handle on his verified Twitter account, which took away his verification. Then when asked, "Where is this out account? What is the handle?" Tostify would say he doesn't even know anymore. That's right, he doesn't remember the new handle for his supposed out account that was verified by Twitter, a process that even Hololive VTubers fight tooth and nail to achieve. At this point, Selium then interjected saying, "Oh, I had a verified Twitter account too." And when asked how, Tostify would say, quote, "That's what you get for being in the Fortnite community." Explaining his process, he knew a guy who was on a pro Fortnite team, and then Tostify, when asked, was put on this pro team roster. Senz then cut to the chase asking, "How much did it cost you, Tostify, to be put on that roster?" With Tosti saying, like $50. This then supposedly allowing his Twitter account to be verified. Senz then would go on to ask about another topic, that being about viewbotting of Tostify streams, with Tosti saying, quote, "It wasn't from me." And when Selium was asked about deleting VODs, saying, "I cannot confirm or deny." The topic then moved over to the traced artwork on emotes, with Tosti saying he was the victim and that he just hired the artist. Senz then pointed out it was Tosti that sent the references to the artist, with Tosti replying, quote, I just thought emotes are emotes. And then later following up with, to be honest, I don't really care. Both Tosti and Selium continually tried to move the topic to watching older Fortnite trick shot videos they had made long ago. And at this point, Selium then began to tell Tosti to stop answering the questions. Tosti would confirm that he had paid $2,000 for his current VTuber model, and that when claiming he was in C9, saying, quote, we were brand new, we didn't know the rules, meaning that this was frowned upon in the VTuber community, but not in the Fortnite community. Selium then stated he wants to talk with Vienna of C9, with Senz pointing out that's not going to happen, and that he only agreed to talk with the two because he feels he's small enough where he can't actually help their career and give them exposure. Senz then would go on to ask Tosti, why are you quitting if you didn't do anything wrong? With Tosti then saying he didn't want to go live and then get swatted. Further saying he got multiple DMs and emails with his physical address, quote unquote, over this whole fiasco. At that point, Selium shared about his Twitter account that was verified that, oh, it also had become unverified, and not sharing what that account was. Tosti on the defense at that point would state, all I did was lie about the AI art. But then Senz pointed out earlier that he admitted to lying about tracing the emote artwork. And when asked about follow baiting, Tosti then had to have it defined to him, with Selium then saying, what is wrong with that? And then vaguely threatening to kick Senz from the call, with Selium defending his behavior, saying he was rusty to streaming, and Tosti defending his answers and behavior, saying he has a fever, to which Senz replied, oh, I have a fever too. And then at this point, out of nowhere, Tosti just went on to explain an entire other way to get verified on Twitter that he knew of, such as paying to get articles written about yourself, and even saying it's not that expensive to do. Selium at this point would state the Fortnite community is simply better than the VTubing community, with Senz countering, that's because it's filled with kids, and you can say whatever you want there. Further, Tosti would defend his traced emotes, saying he didn't intend to throw them away, as he had paid $200 for them. The topic of Selium claiming to have 250,000 followers in his bio, and where are these followers came up, with Selium pausing and then responding, they came from up my ass. Toward the end of the stream, Selium would then ask Senz, do you want to get into the ring for some VTubing boxing? To which Senz replied, oh, I'll get in the ring with your 250,000 supporters. Again, another big thanks to Worms for that. The video link is directly below. This then leading to Senz to become trending on Twitter.com, with Chibi capturing the holy trinity of Tostify, Senz, and AI art. Later, Senz would say, by the way, I don't want anyone to attack them or harass them. The VOD being posted is only for information's sake. You can clearly tell their story changed, and there's something sus there. Even if it was funny and I quote-unquote dunked on them or whatever, don't dox or threaten anyone, please. With Selium at the time, just before this recording, saying, just finished unfollowing everyone from the softest community on Twitter. And there is an aspect here that is very sad in the fallout, that being the friends of Tostify who are now cutting ties, including Ariel saying, I was upset with him about the AI art that led me to discover other things he did. I almost believed his explanation until I saw everything tonight. I'm heartbroken and angry. I thought he was my friend. He lied to me. Other friends, including Kuji, offering up a twit longer, Vinxfee offering up not only a twit longer, but also original screenshots asking, did you use AI art? With Tostify replying, I got it from a Discord guy that said they got it from a person called Tommy, but I deleted it once I woke up. And not my first time getting canceled, so I'm not tripping. Then later, after coming clean about lying, replying to his friend with, actually that was a lie. I did use AI art, but got scared and kept going with the lie. Lastly, other friends like Valak would offer up their own twit longers about cutting ties with Tostify, along with Kaze, the Wind VTuber, offering up their own history. As yes, we have the perfect example of this, with this VTuber finally getting the clout they wanted, but having it cost everything. So while many are asking, is this it for this whale VTuber? Others reacting are also Chelsea Allura, mermaid VTuber, stating, hey, just because Tostify was a bad representation of C-tubers, please do not generalize us all under the same umbrella that we are as bad as he is. Thank you. Along with Norin at Tuna Maho, stating this is probably a bad time to have a blue-haired live 2D model, with Vienna replying, thank God I'm pink right now. And that leading us to Bal, the whale tuber, and what the actual hell with this profile picture, stating, I have to rebrand as the Denny's VTuber. And also a very quick thank you to Dio at Doom Steve for this screenshot of the bio, sharing, "Didn't realize Tostify follows me." Yes, it's been a tale of lies, friendships broken, and outright theft, with many asking if this is the last they will see of this particular VTuber. And that is all for this episode. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send your VTuber news to our Discord. We record live on Twitch, and we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.